A new warning tonight for couples who live together but are not married. A little-known Florida law blocks you from filing a lawsuit if anything goes wrong at the hospital. It's something one Florida man discovered after it was too late.
This is hard.
It's still difficult for Kevin Speck to talk about the woman he lived with and loved for more than 2 decades.
Every day, just, kissing her in the morning, kissing her at night.
In November of 2017, Jackie Tyrell entered a Southwest Florida hospital to fix a circulatory problem. Within 48 hours, she was dead.
The circumstances surrounding Jackie's death led Kevin and Jackie's adult children from a previous relationship to suspect medical malpractice. But when they looked into suing the doctor and the hospital involved, they found something startling.
A Florida state statute passed and signed into law almost 30 years ago, and one that most people don't know even exists.
Almost everyone's response is the same. The first thing they say is, wow.
Kevin is convinced internal bleeding from Jackie's spleen killed her. He says he believes as much because of what the doctor said right after the operation.
Right after the surgery, when the surgeon came out, he told us how everything went great. He nicked her spleen, but don't worry about it.
Speck said the doctor said he also patched it up.
He explained it like it's like super glue.
The full set of notes covering the operation are seen here, all 1,040 pages. They show that the spleen was damaged, and nurses, aware that there may have been internal bleeding, may have made things worse by giving Jackie more blood. And that's where that Florida state statute comes in. Even with what Kevin calls compelling evidence, he could not sue because he and Jackie were never married.
Today in Florida, if one is killed as a result of medical malpractice, if he or she does not have a surviving spouse or leave a surviving minor child, then no one can recover any mental distress damages, any pain and suffering damages.
That means you can only bring a medical malpractice suit against a doctor or hospital for the loss of a loved one if you are a child under the age of 26 or a current spouse with a marriage license.
The absence of that piece of paper doesn't seem very important during their lifetime, but in death, that's an extremely important piece of paper because it provides all the rights that a surviving spouse would have.
Florida's medical malpractice law was added to the books as a way to encourage doctors to come to Florida, an added layer of legal protection with the promise of lower malpractice insurance bills.
You would think that, if anything, a next of kin would be eligible to pursue, not just, no pursuit at all, just let go.
And Florida does not recognize common law marriage. Experts say that means a marriage license is the only way to make sure you can sue for malpractice if something goes wrong while your loved one is under medical care.